Hey, what up, guys? I got a quick review for this movie I just checked out last night called Torment. Got it in the mail last night, too. This is the first entry in their Too Extreme for Mainstream line. Um, like 2 months ago, I'm pretty sure it was like 2 months ago, Unearthed Films put out a 30-day pre-order window where essentially instead of just mass producing these and keeping them on the site full time or whatever, basically in that 30-day window, all the pre-orders, he basically prints them as many pre-orders as there are, and yeah, and that's how it rolled out. If you didn't pre-order it, you kind of miss out. There still are some opportunities to get it right now. Like if you're watching this and you're interested, you have two options right now, three options in a little bit, but Grindhouse Video, I think I read Grindhouse Video ordered 100 copies, and I read somewhere that they're half sold out. Diabolic got a bunch of copies. I don't think they're on the site yet, but they may be. I don't know. But last time I checked, they weren't on Diabolic's site yet, but they should be getting some. And I think Unearthed Films said they have 75 left over from the print because they had to do like a minimum of whatever, however many it was. And he said they have 75 left, so I think they're going to put those up on the site after all the pre-orders are done. So probably in a few days you should be able to get a copy from Unearthed Films site. But I don't find this film being available that long. Like I give it probably a month, 2 months tops, and I think it'll be all sold out. I'm already seeing on Facebook this movie going for double the money of what it was on eBay and stuff. So yeah, there's already scalpers doubling their money on this. So if you're interested in this movie, definitely pick it up now. It is expensive, but it's one of those things where if you become interested in it later, you're going to end up paying $60, $100, probably even more for it. So, do with that info what you will. Just be advised that if you want to get this, act real quick. Because Grindhouse Video has some right now in stock. So, like, if you're worried about losing out, just go to Grindhouse Video and order it, or wait for Unearthed Films to get it, or Diabolic. But anyways, to this movie, I think this came out in 2010 or something. I know it's not. I don't know the exact year this came out. 2017 maybe, but 2015 I think it was, though I read somewhere. But essentially, this is kind of like a reimagining of the John Wayne Gacy murders. This thing is foreign. I don't know exactly what country this is in, but it's produced by that Demiziano Cristofaro, and I think it's written by him too. Yeah, screenplay's half written by him. And he did a Doll Syndrome, and I'm pretty sure he did a Red Crocodile or Crocodile. I could be wrong about that one, but I'm pretty sure he was involved with Red Crocodile. But yeah, basically this is the new movie, and this guy, it opens, he wakes up in this kind of really rundown looking house, and he ends up waking up after a one night stand, and then he ends up being in the clutches of this killer clown who kind of keeps him captive and all that. And it's like based on the Gacy murders, but it's not an exact replica, or it's not an exact whatever you call it. Like the clown looks completely different, and some of the things are different. So it's kind of like a loose reimagining, but it's still the most realistic portrayal, I'd say, of the murders. Um, the guy who played the clown really stuck out to me. He was really I liked the look of the clown. I liked his acting and his style of it. It was an okay movie. It was a good killer clown. I think he was real sadistic enough to really portray it and bring it along. And I will say, I know what everyone wants to know, is the film shocking? To me, yes, it has a real. I can't even really explain the vibe this movie gives. I haven't felt this way about a movie in a long time. The only way I felt like this is during the movie The Snowtown Murders, which came out on IFC a few years ago. There's like a scene in that movie in the very beginning where it like shows the family dynamic. Like the kids are at home, and you see like the uncle or the neighbor, and he's nude, and he's like walking up the stairs, and it's like thing that he raped the kids or whatever, like in the Snowtown Murders. And I remember getting a real grimy, weird vibe with that movie and that scene in particular. And this movie has that real grimy vibe throughout the whole thing. Like there's a lot of like really hardcore like sexual violence in this, like a lot of rape. There's one scene in particular that involves like a knife going into a certain orifice and stuff, and when you see it you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, but it doesn't flinch away. It shows everything in graphic detail. There's even a scene with a bottle that's hardcore. There's a lot of blood, a lot of just, I don't know, there's a lot of really nasty scenes in this. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, if like any hardcore gore fan, I think will like it, because it's shocking, but it's like not in like a really gory way. Like, I'm trying to find an example of something that's super gory but like over the top to where, I don't know. But it's like, even like Maniac, like, there's certain stuff in that are over the top and messed up, but this is like, the violence is super realistic. Like, every act of violence the clown portrays against the people is super realistic, super shocking. So, in my opinion, I think it is worthy of the title "Too Extreme for Mainstream" because it's like a real dirty, nasty kind of shocking. It's not. It's really hard to explain. You just gotta see it, but it's like really depraved sexual violence in this movie that I see why it would be on the shocking, too extreme for mainstream, whatever. Um, so yeah, it definitely delivered on what I thought. The movie actually turned out better than what I thought it was going to be. Because when I watched the trailer and was hearing about it, I thought it was going to be a lot of like, I thought it was just going to be like a gay porn, to be honest, when I was like hearing about it. And it's not that at all. Like, there's some man on man stuff, obviously, because it's the subject matter it's dealing with and what it's about. There's obviously that, but yeah, it's a really, I don't want to say enjoyable, but it was an entertaining watch, I guess. I'm really stoked to have it to the collection, to add to the unearthed collection, and just my extreme movie collection. Like, in the future, if someone comes over and wants to see something messed up, or we're watching just real messed up movies, I'll definitely be picking this one out to show them for sure. But yeah, if you're interested, like I said, pick it up now, or else you'll regret it and end up paying buku bucks later. And there are two special features on this: cast and crew interviews. It's only like 10 minutes, but you get some interviews with the guy who plays the clown, one of the victims, and the Cristofaro, Demiziano Cristofaro. You get a little interview with him, and there's behind the scenes, which, like, it's kind of cool because it shows some little bloopers and stuff like that behind the scenes. But yeah, definitely worthy of your time if you're into extreme cinema. Definitely don't miss this. And if you're interested in picking up the or collecting this line, you won't be able to see it too well, but it is numbered 1. So if you're like worried about numbers and all that, this is the first entry. They are numbered. So yeah, the second title did get announced too. I don't know when it'll be released, but it's called Deep Web XXX. I think it's done by the same people. I'll definitely be picking it up, and I think Stephen Byro announced he's doing the same 30-day window pre-orders for them in the future. It just seems the logical way to do, and I kind of think it kind of separates the real people from, you know what I mean, like the people that really support the label or support the movie or are just like real about their business with the hardcore cinema or whatever. They're going to find a way to pre-order it in the 30 days. So to me, it seems like the logical way to go. Makes the people that did pre-order it feel a little something special, that they have this special movie that not everybody's going to be able to get. So I actually do really applaud the way they're doing that. It's not just being sold on Amazon and all that stuff. I really appreciate the fact that this release does feel a little more special than the normal release. So yeah. But anyways, guys, I've rambled on long enough. Oh yeah, and one more thing I want to touch upon. Picture quality looks great. So if you're debating between the DVD or the Blu-ray, I'd spend the other $5 to get the Blu-ray. There were some scenes that looked really good. It had the same quality, I'd say, as Song of Solomon Blu-ray, because I remember there were some scenes on that Blu-ray that really stuck out. That, it's higher quality than you would expect from an indie label like Unearthed Films. But yeah. Anyways, guys, peace.